Nigel, a rare home defeat. What are your overriding thoughts?
Unbelievable disappointment to lose our home record in the manner we did today. We certainly contributed to it. We've conceded, got ahead twice in the game, scored two very good goals, and then conceded. I think 2 out of the first 3 came from our throw-ins, which we're fed up with banging on about them, how the importance of them. It's just poor play. I think that some strange decisions today, mixed in with some ill discipline and some lack of thought in our play today. The physical effort's always there, but it has to be more than that.
How big a moment was it on the stroke of the hour when Hiram Boateng got a second yellow card? You were 3-2 down at the time, but for all intents and purposes it looked like in the first half you would go on to create chances.
Without a doubt. We even created a few with 10 men, so that wasn't an issue. So when you do get out 10 men against a good footballing side like Swindon, then it becomes incredibly difficult. The lad curls one in, a brilliant finish for the 4th goal, and the game's as good as over. The penalty, Pimmy's misjudged it coming out. That's the first, I think, misjudgment he's made in 3 months. Ultimately it didn't affect the score, which is good, but it was the first 3 goals. I thought we were a bit unlucky with the one that came off the post, because having seen the video back, it looks to be out of play. Once it came back off the post, you might get a goal, a goal kick, and you get away with that one. But it certainly bobbed straight back to him, and he's picked somebody out. So not a lot went well. Not a lot went right for us today. I think people describe it as a bad day at the office. Well, it was a very bad day for us in every single way.
Was the sending off the turning point?
You never know. When you're 3-2 down at home, Swindon might have gone on and scored another goal. We might have got back into it, you can't tell. It certainly, once they scored the 4th just after, ended it really as a contest. So, but I thought there was key points. Us not hanging on to the lead for more than 5 or 6 minutes at the time was as crucial as anything today. Having got ahead twice to let them back in the game, as I say, we contributed a little bit today to our own demise.
You look very good going forward. What happened defensively though?
Throw-ins, 2 throw-ins. You've got the ball, you've got possession of the ball, and to give it away as cheaply as we did. I don't think Hawks should be having the ball from the first throw-in after 7 minutes in the halfway line and then giving it away, and then they're breaking at us. And the same with the 3rd goal is our throw-in again. So it's something we keep going on about, and players have to start realising the importance of them.
So unlike Mansfield to concede so many at home, isn't it?
Yep.
Do you draw a line under it, or do you look a bit further into it?
Well, we look into it certainly, and we cover it this week, and we go over everything and reiterate again the principles that have got us into such a good position that we've been in, and so many games unbeaten at home. That's not a fluke. You can fluke a few games, but not 20 odd. So we've been doing something right. I think it's a question of getting back to those principles and doing the sorts of things that we were doing before. I certainly don't like conceding 8 goals in a week, which we have done. And everyone was a little bit down after the 0-0 on Tuesday night against Newport. Good side. We weren't down because we knew it was a good point. I wish we'd have got a 0-0 today.
When did hope fade today that you weren't going to get something?
When the 4th goal went in. Even at 3-2 with 10 men, you never know, we get set play or something. We got Hawks up top for a little while. You might just nick one, but with a 2-goal deficit it's too much.
Sub at the break, back to half time, what was the thinking? George Maris came off, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah. George had just played 2 games as well, full games, and carrying a couple of things, and then he got his booking. And with the way the decisions going were today, I don't think we could trust anything. One more little sort of indiscretion and he would have got a red card. We saw that with Hiram. The thing with Hiram, I didn't even think it was a foul, leading up to it, but there was a lot of those today.
At the start of play you made 5 changes and it looked to pay off immediately. You scored after 36 seconds. You got off to a brilliant start here.
We did, and I think for the next few minutes Swindon controlled the game, had a couple of half chances, but yeah, we always like to start strong at home. Good goal, Kells in the right position. It's just a matter of the first time we've had Kells and Macca fit for some while, and they're probably at home good attacking sort of wing backs. So we played them today. It wasn't the formation or the personnel today, it was more within that, and the discipline or lack of discipline and the lack of care.
What was the plan when you went down to 10 men? You put Ollie Hawkins from the back up the top?
Yeah, just see if we could get a goal. and see, because you never know, give 20 minutes or something like that. But then the lad curls one in, and then obviously they're such a comfortable side in possession. It's very difficult at times to get it off them when you're 11v11, never mind a man down.
What credit do you give to Swindon?
I thought they were a very good team. We talked about it, I think, with the ball, they're as good as anybody in the league. It's one of those, it's an open game, you'll get chances against them, and they'll certainly create chances. You have to go 11v11 and you can't afford any mistakes or any certainly giving cheap goals away, and we did that.
Some good news prior to the match, Nigel. Rhys Oates extending his contract.
Brilliant news for everybody, and it's great news. Just reminds us what we're missing in terms of we have done for a month or so, our top goal scorer. And I know there was times last season where we weren't brilliant at times when Rhys pops up with a goal and you win 1-0 or 2-1 or something. I remember him scoring from the edge of his own box and running the full length of the pitch. You missed those sorts of players. So brilliant news that he's decided to commit his future to us, and can't wait to get him back on the pitch.
Is the plan when he comes back to put him up as a 2 with Will Swan, who's in really good form? Yeah,
we'll see. You know, Will scored a great goal again today. Had a couple of other situations and chances as well. Could have had more than the 1 goal. He's still sort of coming back really from his illness a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, it gives us options with Lucas, with Oatesy. Hawk can go up top. You know, Lap's playing just off as well. It'd be nice options, and that's what you start the season with. And you know, I don't see too many teams in our league missing the top goal scorer for the period of time that we have.
As a bolt-on from that, I'm sure you're looking forward to getting a settled side, aren't you?
Yeah, that would be nice. You know, everybody's sort of been playing catch-up. You know, Ollie Clark's come back into the team and played 2 games. He was talked to him at training yesterday. He felt it a little bit, the 180 minutes he's played. So it's a case of getting the balance, getting them on the pitch to get them up to speed, like Hiram Boateng and Anthony coming back from his dislocated shoulder, and yet not sort of overextending them. So we're getting there. I think in a couple of weeks, when 2-3 weeks, when Rhys is back, hopefully we won't be far off with everybody fit.
As we count the numbers, any news on Riley Harbottle?
Yeah, he's going through the protocols with the concussion and everything. He's done a little bit on the bike and a little bit of running. If he's down to train on Monday, hopefully, and if he joins in and comes through the physical contact side, then he should be in full training after that.
Thanks, Nigel.
Thank you.